Hey everyone, on today's episode I have a mystery bin update for you and we're going to do some what solds, so stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back into the channel. My name is Andrew with 5 Little Ducks Resale, and along with my wife Jessica, we are full-time online resellers. That means that we go to places like thrift stores and estate sales and garage sales. We buy undervalued items and then flip them online for a profit on sites like Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook, and eBay. On one of our earlier haul videos, I showed you guys a mystery bin that we had bought, which was completely outside of my comfort zone. That's not something that I would have normally picked up, but Jess and I kind of eyed it at the same time, and we thought, well, we'll give it a shot. So we went through and separated all of the junk and separated all the different things into similar characters or families or this and that, just to make sense of all what we were looking at. Of course, I didn't get any of that on film, as I had mentioned before, but I did show you that I had all of the different bags set apart with all the different items. I think I showed you the gas pumps and the action figures bag that I was going to do. So out of all of those, I was only able to get 10 listings thus far. Now that's not to say that there aren't other listings, that's just all the ones that I have put into this project so far. So 10 listings. So of those 10 listings, we've had 3 sales. And so I wanted to give you a financial update to show you our progress so far. But as I said, we had 3 sales from those 10 listings. So let me turn the camera here and I'm going to show you some screenshots. The first one was this 4-inch loose Michael Jackson figure, and he ended up selling for $4.99 plus shipping on eBay. The next item were the 2 die-cast gas pumps that I had referenced before. These ended up selling for $9.99 plus shipping on eBay. And then the last set of items was this set of 4 Star Wars action figures. These were all from different sets. One of them was a little bit taller than the other one. And so I just kind of lotted them all up because I didn't really want to spend the time identifying exactly what set these were coming from. They were newer figures to begin with, so I knew that they individually probably didn't have a ton of value, but together I figured I could get something for them. So now that we have an idea of what has sold, and for their base prices, I'll kind of go through more of the financial part here to give you the tentative profit or loss from the entire project thus far. So again, that Michael Jackson figure sold on eBay for $4.99 plus shipping. So after fees and the shipping amount, we had a net profit on that item of $4.74. So for the gas pumps, those again sold for $9.99 plus shipping. And after fees and shipping, we were left with an $8 net profit. And then on Mercari, with the set of Star Wars action figures, those sold for, again, $8, and our net profit was $6.47. So just the net profit alone totaled $19.21. But again, that's just the net profit on those figures. But when we take our initial buy cost of the entire tote, and I calculated that to be $28.74. And that was with some points and discounts that we had through Goodwill. So when you take the $19.21 profit, and then we subtract, of course, our $28.74 total paid, we are still at a net loss of $9.53. So again, this is going to be a big process. It's going to take a long time to get through. But the cool thing is, even after 10 listings and only 3 sales, we're about 2/3 of the way to making our money back. So as we continue this process, I expect to see a bigger and bigger profit paying off slowly over time. This was more of a proof of concept experiment than anything else, just to see if we could make money. And if you are willing to put in the time and effort and the research to do all of the work, you're going to definitely see dividends. Now, I could be, of course, very wrong in the sense that everything that I have left over may never indeed sell. So I am, of course, guessing that in the end we'll make some profit. But it could take a while to see. And again, it always goes back to how much work are you wanting to do, because the more work that you put into it, the better results you're going to see. So I'm confident that we are going to definitely see some profits along the way. And as those other items begin to sell, I will definitely come back and update you guys on those as well. So in our effort to catch up on our what solds, these items sold out of the store between November 8 and November 16. And topping off the list, we have a new in-box Hallmark keepsake ornament from 2016. This was called Newfound Friends from Finding Dory, and it sold for $34.99 plus shipping. Next up was this pair of Democracy pants. These were women's size 16, black stretch denim jeans, and these sold for $22.99 plus shipping. Up next was this Loot Crate Loki vs. Thor mini figurine, and it sold for $9.99 free ship. After that was this new sealed IKEA raspberry candle, which had a 40-hour burn time, and this sold for $5.99 plus shipping. Following that was this men's Under Armour size 2XL gray orange hooded campus full zip warm-up jacket, which sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Following that was this Disney Store Winnie the Pooh coffee mug, which sold for $14.99 plus shipping. These next items should look familiar as they were featured in one of our recent videos about headaches and scams and returns. These were the Nike SB Youth size 3 Pink Blast dark gray skate shoes, which sold for $17.85 plus shipping. And after that were these Land's End women's size 11B black suede mock shoes, which sold for $22.99 plus shipping. And this next item came from an estate sale. This was the vintage 1993 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 3-ring school folder, and this sold for $8.49 plus shipping. Next up was this pair of jeans. These were Judy Blue women's size 7 bootcut jeans, and they sold for $28.99 plus shipping. Following that was this anime DVD. This was Attack on Titan Season 1, Part 1, which had episodes 1 through 13. This ended up selling for $14.99 plus shipping. And then following that, we had this Dan D Collector's Choice Purple and Pink 14-inch I Love You Bear, which sold for $9.99 plus shipping. This next item was a multi-quantity listing, and the person came in and bought 3. These were the Daylogic Snowman 3-pack bath fizzers, and these altogether sold for $8.97 plus shipping. Up next was a sale from our Gina consignment lot. This was a Wonder Nation boy size medium blue tie-dye waffle knit shirt, which sold for $6.99 plus shipping. And following that, another multi-quantity listing. The customer came in and bought 2 of these. These were the Descendants 3 set of 8 party invites, which sold together for $9.98 plus shipping. Next up, we had an Underdog DVD. This was Underdog, the Ultimate Collection, volumes 1 through 3. This ended up selling for $14.99 plus shipping. Following that, we had this vintage purple Barney Dinosaur plush from 1992, and it sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Up next was another multi-quantity listing. A customer came in and bought 2 of these. These were the New with Tags khaki Louisiana State University strap-back hats, and together they sold for $19.98 plus shipping. Up next we had this 1953 reprint Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. Up next was the Stampin' Up set. This was an 8-piece rubber stamp set entitled Game Night, and it sold for $9 plus shipping. Up next was a Build-A-Bear. This was a 9-inch Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks. He sold for $9.39 plus shipping. Up next was a discontinued Scentsy bar. This was Very Snowy Spruce, and it sold for $5.99 plus shipping. Up next was a full set of Saxon phonics and spelling readers, which are out of print. These ended up selling for $39.99 plus shipping. Next up, we had this 2010 Starbucks Rose Gold Portable French Press Coffee Tumbler, which sold for $18.99 plus shipping. This next sale was pretty good. This was a lot of 26 Joy Berry, a children's book about hardcover books, which sold for $58.99 plus shipping. Now, just as an aside, books were something that we have been selling on eBay for quite some time, and it's really interesting to note that these actually sold for as high as they did because for a long time, there was just no market for these. So I guess children have been bad overall, which is why people need books about making them be better. Next up was this 10-inch Chick-fil-A cow plush, which sold for $11.99 plus shipping. And the last eBay sale of today's video was this set of 2 Disney Gear Shift Brain Teaser puzzles, which sold for $10.99 plus shipping. And also to get a good read of what has been selling on other platforms, we'll run through a number of Mercari sales as well. So starting off the Mercari list, we have this lot of 3 Oyo Sports MLB Baseball Texas Rangers minifigs, which sold for $19. Following that, we had this vintage singing bird clock by Mark Feldstein in its original box, and it sold for $15. We could have gotten a little bit more for this clock. However, the speaker was very, very, very soft. So while it did work, it played the different bird noises or the different bird songs on the hour. The speaker was very, very, very quiet. So you almost had to have your ear up to the clock in order for it to work. But it worked nonetheless. I disclosed it and it sold. Up next was this new with tags Tie Beanie Babies Dragon. This was the Chinese Zodiac Dragon from 2000, and it sold for $12. Following that was this Victoria's Secret women's size extra small pink waffle knit long sleeve spell out shirt, and it sold for $10. And a good sale here on Mercari as well. This was for a set of 7 Disney Kingdom Keepers books. This was a mixed lot, both paperback and hardcover, and these together sold for $50. And the last Mercari sale of the video was this set of 15 plastic Pokemon balls. Most were spring-loaded, some were not working, all of them were empty, didn't have any figures, and just the Pokemon balls themselves sold for $17. And finally, let's run through some Poshmark sales. First on the Poshmark list was this new in-box Nokona women's belt buckle, which had a ornate cross outlined with blue crystals, and it sold for $25. And again, another featured item from our Scams and Headaches video was the Kookaburra by UGG, girls size 4, winter faux fur-lined booties, which sold for $35. And yes, these were authentic. And following that was this bundle of 3 pieces. This contained the Nike men's extra large Just Do It sweatshirt. This was a consignment piece from my daughter Deidre. We also had this Betty Boop women's size large Angel Wings hoodie, and then a vintage 2001 Looney Tunes red women's sweatshirt. And altogether I took an offer on this bundle on Poshmark for $48. Next up, we had this pair of Levi's. These were new with tags, Levi's Signature, men's size 42 by 30, relaxed fit jeans, and these sold for $22. Following that was this new with tags Jamaica, no problem, embroidered green strap back adjustable hat, which sold for $10. And the last sale of today's video is this American 8-layer I couldn't if I fried funny saying novelty mug, which sold for $6. So just an inside scoop here, if you guys are buyers and you want to buy a mug, Poshmark is probably the place that you want to go, and here's why. Most of the mugs that I sell are shipped at the 2-pound priority mail rate, and that can be pretty pricey depending on where you are in the US. Now, I'm in Texas, but I've seen mugs that are sent to the coastal areas that have run up into the $12 or $13 range just for the shipping. So on Poshmark, because they have a flat $7 and change shipping rate, if you can find the mug that you are wanting, buy it on Poshmark because you'll actually save money on shipping. Well, that's about all that I had for today's video. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end here. If you like today's content at all, go ahead and click that like button. And if you feel moved to do so, please consider subscribing to the channel. Because it's so close to Christmas, it's free, it won't cost you anything, and so it's like a Christmas gift for free. What's better than that, right? Again, thanks for your support, and we'll catch you on the next one.